Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Bourky Cabinet featuring AJ and
Jessica!
Today's episode, we got something good, something we had on for a very long time, basically almost since we started collecting our bourbons, and that is this Old Fitzgerald 14 year.
I am so excited about this one. Like he said, we've been holding on to it for a long time. Let's talk about Old Fitzgerald. There's a lot to go through with it. In 1870, John Fitzgerald, he built his distillery in Frankfurt and allegedly sold exclusively to steamships and privately through different, special people. In 84, Old Fitzgerald became a registered trademark. 89, it hit the market. In the during the Prohibition eras in the in the 20s, sorry about that. They had the license to sell during that time. In 33, Weller merged with Stitzel, who was, the peoples who owned Fitzgerald at the time. And then in 1964, Old Fitzgerald Prime, which is their OG, it's their main Old Fitzgerald, got released, and it was actually the first bourbon to not be bottled in bond after the Prohibition, which is really nifty. In 1972, Norton Simon, they purchased the Stilter Weller making, and they made it a part of the Somerset Imports, and then they renamed it to the Old Fitz because it was their bestseller at the time. In 84, Old Fitz became part of the Distillers Limited Company, or the DLC, and in 86, the DLC merged with Guinness to make United Distillers, and then in 97, United Distillers became Diego, and then in 99, Heaven Hill bought out Bernheim Distillery from Diego, including the Old Fitz brand, so it became a part of Heaven Hill's property. The first bottle in bond was released in 2018, and this one is the 2020 bottled in bond 14-year Old Fitzgerald that we have here as their fall release for that year. Their mash bill consists of corn, wheat, and barley. And as he said before, we've held on to this bottle for several years now. I've been waiting to hold on to open this up and try it. I wanted a special occasion. Our show is as special as it gets, I guess. And nicely enough, somebody who actually watches our show asked us to open this up and do a review on it. So it gave me an excuse. So I'm excited. Yeah, okay. Sorry about all the information. They have a long history, though.
Now you know. There was a lot of changing of hands, I've realized. Just a couple of years, and then it's ooh, boom, somebody else bought it. And then a few more years, boom, somebody bought it. A few more years, boom.
It was definitely changing there. And, the fact that it was even a part of Guinness for a while there, honestly, whenever I was doing the research on it, it surprised me. I expect it from Kieran, because Kieran, I feel like, owns a lot of crap, which is the Centauri people, Jim Beam and all. But it was surprising for me that Guinness actually, I knew that they did some whiskeys, but I didn't know any American-made ones. I didn't realize that Old Fitz at one point was a part of them, No. There's no alcohol rub on this.
There is.
This smells so sweet.
It does smell sweet. Yeah, I smell a little bit of oak.
I do smell a little oak. It's almost like a French oak, too. Like a French white oak. This smells wonderful. I get like a little bit of like a slight cherry, but more strawberry-esque.
Yeah, I will say there's like a hint, like a splash of cherry.
Yeah, and then I get the oak like you said. But I even get butter on the nose, which is unusual, but kind of nice.
I will say it's like a savory kind of smell for sure. I get a savory kind of smell.
It reminds me kind of like biscuits or croissants or something like that. That kind of buttery-esque. Yeah, it's very interesting smelling.
Wow. Holy shit. First off, there's a lot going on in here. Best part about it is there's almost like no burn.
None whatsoever, and this is 100 proof too.
Is it?
Yeah, I had to totally check. Yes, this is 100 proof. I mean, it's bottled and bond, so it had to be 100 proof, but I couldn't remember honestly if it could exceed that or not, to be honest.
I'd just say there's like a little heat at the end of it, but the beginning of it, man, it was almost like an explosion, like that French oak barrel just explodes in your face, and then it comes out with all these other flavors.
Very berry forward.
Yeah, I get a lot of like cherries.
Yeah. I still get some of that strawberry-esque that I was talking about prior to, but not as much. Good amount of the barrel, but it's not like overpowering anything. Like this is super subtle and excruciatingly smooth.
It should be illegal to be this smooth.
Yeah, it's super well-rounded too. Like,
yeah, not too much. There is like some little heat that'll be on the far back end, but it'll be after the flavors already came and gone. But the flavor's full for sure. It's full of flavor.
See, and by heat, like I don't really get any heat, but I get like that tingly sensation that you would have if you drank something hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, by hot I don't mean like temperature-wise hot. Right. I mean, taste-wise, spicy.
Spicy.
But like, God, yeah, no, that's super smooth. That's super smooth, and it still has that tingliness, like you had something that was hot, but not. But it's not. It doesn't actually like taste hot or give you that like, Yeah. That's nice. That's nice.
You sound like crows now.
No, never mind. I was going to, but I just had nuts.
It sounded like you choked up there for a second.
Because I was gearing to, and then I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop. Ratings-wise?
It was full of flavor, but those flavors didn't, like, overall impress me as much as I was kind of hoping for.
And they dissipate very quickly, don't they?
It does dissipate surprisingly fast, so I'll probably give us a nice 7. It's, I mean, if you can find it, best of luck. But it's
what, $180 bottle, I believe. $170, $180, yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a very expensive bottle. That's why
I don't have to spend that much on bottles.
That's why I said I was gonna save it for a special occasion.
But yeah, so I'd say solid 7.
Honestly, I give it an 8. I thought it was excruciatingly smooth. It's really nice to sip and enjoy. It's not overly powering. You don't need anything to follow it or to finish it up. You don't need a chaser or a sip of water or anything like that. It's flavorful on its own, and it doesn't punch you in the face.
It doesn't slug you.
I mean,
we got some things that
this is just excruciatingly smooth and nice, and the flavor is there when you're drinking it. I mean, it's not a bad thing that it dissipates and I don't taste it afterwards, and in essence that just kind of makes me want to drink more. So yeah, no, I think that was great. I think 8, definitely.
Let's try these as shots.
Let's go. more of an impact.
Yeah, it seemed like it had more flavor, a little bit more of that punch.
It did. More fruitiness. Honestly, I don't know if you got any of it, but on the back end there, a little bit more like a malty kind of flavor. And then it goes deep into like that barrel flavor right afterwards, that woody kind of barrel flavor.
Yeah, it does do that a little bit for me as well.
It's way more flavorful like that, and it lingers on the palate a lot longer too.
So what would you give that shot?
Man, that was really good. 8.75.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
That's something I feel like I could dangerously keep taking shots of all night and be excruciatingly sad that I destroyed this gorgeous expensive bottle by the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It would be too easy.
I'll make sure I put it away when this video's over.
The flavors are just they're so much more potent. There's so much more there, and it just makes it that much more enjoyable to me. Like, I enjoyed the fact that it, didn't linger beforehand, and it would make me want to continuously sip more. But as a shot, it was so tasty altogether that it makes me want to drink more for that alone, like just to be re-experiencing that. Sorry, what'd you think?
I would say, man, I'm stuck. I guess I'll give it an 8. Go ahead and go 1 full point. I thought about saying 7.5, but I think 8's appropriate because it surprisingly was, better doing both the punch in it, having the more flavor in it, and having the flavor last longer in it. Because yes, it does make it that much more dangerous to want to keep drinking it. As a shot, at least. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
That was
Definitely, if you guys get a chance to pick this up and you don't mind spending that amount, I would definitely recommend going ahead and picking it up. My only thing is that I would say, like I started this video off at, save it for a special occasion. It's a very expensive bottle. I mean, unless you got money to just throw around, then by all means, have it, get drunk, enjoy it for what it is. But if you don't feel comfortable spending over $100 for a bottle like I do, then definitely this is one of those that you keep for special occasions. But it tastes so good no matter which way you drink it. Like, it'd be a sin to try to dilute this in any way possible, in my opinion. But it's great. Yeah.
So in the next episode, we're going to be moving around. We're going to be in a different location. Hopefully we get some better stuff to go with it. And yeah. So until then.
Ja, matane!
What's that?
You gotta do that right.